All right, we're rolling. My voice is a little harsh because I just finished watching the Browns-Chargers game. Bolt up. Been a fan since I was a kid. I found a picture of me with like the lightning bolts on my head when I was like 8 months old. It was really cute. But yeah, I was there for the Flutie days, then the Breeze days, the Rivers era, and now Herbert. But I love the new coaching staff. I love our guys. Love the team. Anyways, somebody asked me to compare Layton and DesirToxic. I thought it was perfect because we're talking about the blue bottles today. And right off the bat, I would have to say if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with Layton. Mainly because in terms of projection, scent trail, and longevity, this thing is a beast. I think you get your money's worth. Like, there's a lot of niche fragrances that smell amazing and they have that uniqueness. But in terms of performance, it's gone like within 6 hours. And I think if you're pulling the trigger on something over $200, like, that's definitely a tough pill to swallow, right? DesirToxic, it does last, but I find myself overspraying this fragrance more when I want it to perform. I feel like when I do 5 sprays of each of these, this one outperforms this easily, especially in terms of projection and the way it develops and compliment factor. I did get a lot of compliments off this scent right here. But what I love about it, even though people will criticize and say that, you know, it's a ripoff of Layton, but there are similarities, but I think that the cannabis note in here really sets it apart and it makes it really polarizing because some people really love this and they find it super attractive while others think that the cannabis note just makes it like really off-putting. And yeah, just an off-putting scent. On me, this thing is like a sex beast. I love this fragrance. I think it smells fantastic. I love the way that the blackcurrant and the cinnamon come in because it makes it a little bit fresh, but sweet. You know what I mean? It has that little bit of it's a very playful, raunchy kind of scent. And I like that. I like how gutsy that is. But Layton is just a superstar. Like it's, hold on, I'm opening it right now. And by the way, I had my grandma try this on because I let her try whatever she wants in my collection. And I sprayed this on her. I only did 2 sprays and she did it like on her collar right here. And she loved it. She said she was wearing her pajamas like 2 nights ago and she wears this one sweater when she's cold, right? And then she sets that to the side. So she was wearing that sweater. And then today, this morning, she was wearing it again. She's like, I put my jacket back on, the sweater back on because I really love the smell of the one that you sprayed on me 2 days ago. And it was still on her and I still smelt it on her. This is only 2 sprays, y'all, 2 sprays. And the way it developed, like she could not stop smelling it. So basically what I'm saying is it doesn't matter the age range for this fragrance. Women still find it really attractive. They find it very attractive. And I think that, to me, it's kind of hard for niche fragrances to do that. You know what I mean? It's difficult to have a fragrance that is unique, but still has that mass appeal where people that are usually into designer scents would want to get it or would find it very attractive. And some would argue, oh, it's not unique anymore because it's, you know, because it's popular and there's other brands that are trying to come up with a similar scent to this. But to me, I don't really think, I mean, sure, that's the case, but it's not like as overused as a lot of the designer scents are yet. I still think if you ask a random person on the street, have you tried Layton by Parfums de Marly? They're probably going to be like, what the hell is Parfums de Marly? You know what I mean? Just like your average person if you pick them out. Versus, have you heard of Bleu de Chanel? Most people are like, oh yeah, I know Bleu de Chanel. You know, so this is still, to the general public, something that isn't as popular. It isn't as popular. But I think if you do want to get DesirToxic, you totally can. But if you're torn, like if I'm questioning myself if I think both are worth it to have in your collection. Right now, I'm going to say, especially if you're the one, if it's coming out of your pocket, I'm going to say, no, I think you could just pick one over the other. And they're both going to do similar things, but I would definitely suggest Layton over DesirToxic just right now. But if you're somebody that wants actually something more subtle, something a bit closer to the skin that isn't too much of like a projection beast, and it's mainly a scent for you and you don't really like getting a lot of attention off of it, then maybe this one. But I will say definitely test it with your skin chemistry, because that cannabis note will make or break the fragrance, okay? And I don't think I mentioned that with this fragrance, I get a freshness from the apple. There is the freshness from the bergamot off the top, but I mainly get kind of like a vanilla dry down, and also cardamom. So that's where like the sexiness comes in. Cardamom is known to be a very attractive scent for women especially. So yeah, both of this one's marketed to men and women, also marketed to men and women, but men reach for these two more than women do. So there it is. Right now I'm going to go with Layton, but I still really, really love DesirToxic. Like, I'm still going to pull for this, even though I have Layton. All right, so let me know what other fragrances you you want me to talk about, or if you want to talk football, that's fun too. Because on my TikTok audience and my Instagram audience, it's mainly fragrances, but it'd be cool to find like a cool football niche also. Yeah, so see you later. Have a good one. I'll be making another video in 2 seconds. Okay, bye.